zinc 2 plus salts, ZnSO4 plus NH4OH, ZnOH whole twice plus NH4 whole 2 SO4. This excess of NH4OH precipitate, this precipitate gelatinous white precipitate of zinc hydroxide will get dissolved into excess of ammonium hydroxide due to the formation of tetramine zinc sulfate, that is which is soluble. This is a soluble solution. This is complex salt. It is soluble, but zinc hydroxide has gelatinous white precipitate which gets solubilized in the presence of excess of ammonium hydroxide. Zinc chloride also give the same type of reactions. In first step, in limited amount of NH4OH, it will give the gelatinous white precipitate which will get dissolved in excess of ammonium hydroxide. So zinc chloride plus ammonium hydroxide, zinc hydroxide plus ammonium chloride, then zinc hydroxide, ammonium chloride, this whole thing plus ammonium hydroxide will give us the complex salt solution, tetramine zinc chloride plus water. Then lead. In case of lead nitrate plus ammonium hydroxide gave us the white precipitate of lead hydroxide and one soluble salt, ammonium nitrate. The precipitate is soluble in presence of excess ammonium hydroxide. This precipitate of lead hydroxide will get dissolved in presence of excess of ammonium hydroxide. Calcium precipitate will also be dissolved when calcium salts, no precipitate of calcium hydroxide occurs even with addition of excess of ammonium hydroxide. This is because the concentration of OH minus ions from the ionization of NH4OH is so low that it cannot precipitate the hydroxide of calcium. So these are the characteristics. In all the cases white precipitate is formed, but in one case for zinc and lead it will get solubilized, but in case of calcium it will not get solubilized with excess of ammonium hydroxide. Those things you have to remember. And in case of lead hydroxide we will get the chalky white precipitate, but in case of zinc we are getting the gelatinous white precipitate. These are the distinguishing characteristics by which the different cations in the different salts can be identified. Thank you. This is all for the today's lesson. I will come with another video to teach you the another part of analytical chemistry.